Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and if you've already been here before, welcome back. So in today's video, I didn't plan this. I just recently bought this and felt called to do a video about it in case this could reach somebody who could use this information, or just buy it because it's pretty. But what I wanted to tell you all about that I'm really excited about is pink amethyst. So I was recently at one of my favorite crystal shops. I wasn't looking for pink amethyst, I wasn't thinking about it, it wasn't even on my mind or on my radar at all. And I saw it, I picked it up to look at it, and I just couldn't put it back down. Something about its energy just feels so happy and uplifting and very positive. And like I've stated in many of my other videos, if you go to a crystal shop, a crystal fair, wherever it is where there's crystals and you're drawn to a certain one, and especially if you pick it up and you like the energy that you feel from it, just get it. If it's not too crazy out of your budget or like ridiculously expensive, just buy the thing. Look up the meaning later and see if it makes any sense. So, seeing as we just came out of the new moon in Taurus, and there's a lot of things in Taurus right now, including the North Node, which sets the tone for a lot of things. So that, that being said, with all the Taurus energy, your green and your pink stones are going to be prominent and of good use right now because it's associated with that heart chakra energy. So, and I always wondered, I never really thought much about pink amethyst because I thought, okay, amethyst is a type of quartz. It's purple quartz, if you didn't already know that. And then there's rose quartz, so then what's the difference between rose quartz, and pink amethyst? So I did some research because I wanted to know. So apparently the pink color in pink amethyst, it gets its color from hematite, and like its purple counterpart, your regular good old classic purple amethyst, that gets its color from hematite also, but it's much more concentrated. So pink amethyst is basically like a much less concentrated amount of hematite in it, like the purple. Rose quartz, which is this one right here, you can get it in polished form or rough form. That's also a nice stone to work with. So the difference between your pink amethyst and a rose quartz is pink amethyst gets its color from hematite, and your rose quartz gets its pink color from titanium, manganese, and iron. So it's basically clear quartz with iron, manganese, and or titanium. And then there's also a thing called pink quartz, which is something different from those two altogether. As if that's not confusing enough, because rose quartz is obviously a quartz and it's pink, isn't it pink quartz? So they named pink quartz that to differentiate between. So rose quartz grows in larger points. I don't have a point version of it to show you. So that's why you see it in larger polished pieces and chunks like this. You don't really see it in that druzy, cluster, sparkly form like this. So pink quartz apparently grows in smaller little crystals that aren't quite like this one. They're a little bigger than this, but it's tinier clusters versus bigger chunks where they're getting these guys from. So that was confusing, so I had to look it up and do the research to learn the difference between all of them. And without looking up the meaning of it, it just felt very, very uplifting and unbelievably positive. So there's a few ways that you can work with it, and it's up to you to decide what healing you needed that it's going to bring you if you're drawn to its energy. So it's crown chakra and heart chakra. For some of you that may be on a spiritual journey and you're not concerned about a love situation, if you're on a spiritual journey, it helps get you in tune with your confidence to reach those new levels of spirituality. It helps connect you with your higher self, whether it be God, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in. No, you don't need it to connect to your higher power, but it's a nice little boost. And even if scientifically none of it worked at all, if you set an intention into something, whether a crystal works or not, when you look at it or pick it up or feel it in your pocket, it's going to remind you of that intention that you set, which is basically a promise to yourself. So anyhow, it gets you in tune with your higher wisdom, and as far as the heart chakra goes, I feel like it helps you not be so hard on yourself, and you have more acceptance of making your own mistakes and not letting them hold you back to reach those higher levels. Like maybe you might think that you're not all that good at something when you really are. It helps boost your confidence and gives that happy... It feels a lot like the vibes of Purple Amethyst, where it's very cleansing to the... Like, it feels like it cleanses a room, but it's like got a little bit of a different touch to it. So if you combined a cross between how Purple Amethyst feels and mixed it with clear quartz and something else completely different, it's almost like rose quartz on steroids, if that makes any sense. So now if you have a love situation in mind, or something about friendships, or you have a broken heart in some way, shape, or form, that helps with heart healing, much like emerald does and a lot of your other pink and green crystals. That's not really something that I was dealing with personally, so it's hard to say what it does for you in that realm. But from everything that I've researched and learned about it, it sounds, like it would be really good for heart healing, or somebody that's on a spiritual journey, or both. Maybe that could have been what prompted your spiritual journey. A lot of times, people that deal with trauma in life, it lights a fire under their butt to get on their healing journey, and then they get more in touch with their spiritual self. So when there's crappy situations and trauma and heartbreak, whether it was many, many years ago or something recent, I feel like that springs people into action of what sets somebody off that starts them on a spiritual journey, and that's good. If you're channeling that energy into something positive, good for you, because it's all about your healing. And it's normal and it's human to feel like crap or be bitter and angry at the world from time to time, as long as you don't stay stuck in it forever and you look at the bright side. I mean, there's some situations where, it's an exception to the rule, where there just isn't a bright side or an explanation, and your rainbow at the end of the storm won't show up until much, much later. So that may be meant to reach somebody. I hope that helped you. If you got use out of it, that's awesome. If you know somebody in your life that could use this information, or you just wanted to learn about a stone that's pretty, and you want it for decoration, whatever your reason is, I definitely encourage you. If you come across pink amethyst, I would definitely pick some up for sure. Alright everyone, have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your week. Thank you all for watching, and pass it on if you know somebody that might learn from this. Thank you for watching.